Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mob Impressions. Today's game we're going to be talking about the Hand of Merlin. This game comes out May 11th, 2021. I want to thank the devs and publishers for a review copy. However, even though I did receive a key, all thoughts will be my own. So there's a couple of questions I want to try to answer today. What exactly is this game? Who is it for, and is it ultimately worth buying? Now keep a note, all the footage you are seeing today is from my 1 hour preview. I will link it down below if you want to watch the unedited full thing I did. So this will be a first impressions review, but I think I've played enough to, talk about whether I do want to recommend it or not. Now, I guess right off the bat, do I recommend it? Yes, I think this is a really good game. So what exactly is the Hand of Merlin? Well, this is a roguelike. If you've played games like Slay the Spire, Returnal, Hades, The Binding of Isaac, though the gameplay might not be one-to-one, the game loop is very similar, meaning you're going to be going on runs that are randomized. Various elements will be different each time you go. You're going to have different choices, and you're ultimately going to go as far as you can before you die, and then a restart, but hopefully you learn as you go on, make better choices, and have permanent unlocks. So this is not an action game. This is not a deck building game. This is a turn-based tactical strategy game, and I guess I can kind of say it's like an XCOM game, where you have a squad of people for combat, and you're going to be using them to, well, battle other squads. You have HP, you have armor, you have action points, which dictates your move, as well as your different skills and cooldowns. Now, what makes this game stand out a little bit, in my opinion, is the fact that it actually is not action or deck building. It is XCOM-y, but you are basically doing the same thing that you would be doing in those other games. You have a beginning and then an end. In between, you're going to be going through different biomes, different acts. And then in those acts, you're going to be going through a randomly generated path. You can go to shops, you can go to events, you can go to battles, you can go upgrade your characters, and every time you do something, you're going to get money, you're going to get supplies. So also think of it kind of like an FTL, where faster than light, where the only way to keep moving on is to keep obtaining supplies. So yeah, I guess I answered what is this game. So who is it for? Definitely people who love turn-based RPGs. This game has a okay amount of customization. You start off with 3 heroes, and there's a lot to unlock. I don't know how much is available in early access, but nothing I hovered over at the point of recording said anything like, oh, this is not unlocked yet. So each character is going to have their own starting stats, their own weapons. But you can also customize them as you play the game. For example, if you go to a blacksmith, you can spend money that you gain to upgrade your warrior's sword with either more power or more evasion. You can upgrade their armor for just basic armor upgrade, or crazier armor but less overall movement speed. There's lots of different stats like accuracy, power, speed, and all that other stuff that does feel very XCOM-y. As a matter of fact, if you hover over enemies when you attack them, it even says their percentages, and there's just a lot of strategy here, because you can end up making a character, one run he's a all-powerful wizard who tries to CC everyone, and the other one he's a buffer who tries to stay back and heals. So it really is up to you, and it really depends on the different relics you get and the choices that you get, because even though you are playing with the same characters for the most part, at least at the beginning, you will be obtaining different relics, which gives you different passives and it gives you extra abilities. So every run does feel a little different. Now, with that being said, the 1 hour I played, I was only able to get to the end of the very first act, and I was able to get there pretty easy. There is a normal mode and a standard mode. Sorry, an easy mode. I recommend playing the normal. It wasn't that bad. It is rough starting out, but as long as you know what you're doing, you're not going to lose a character. And yes, this is permadeath because it is a roguelike. So what you want to do is you definitely don't want to lose any of your red HP, because you have to heal that through events or some other stuff. But you can lose your armor because that recovers in between each encounter. Now, one thing I really like, and it kind of reminds me of the game Hand of Fates is when you're doing a choice that requires a chance. Let's say, oh, I am going to try to sneak up on this bandits. I have a 75% chance depending on your characters. Just like in Hand of Fate, a bunch of cards pop up, and there's 4 of them. 3 of them say success, 1 says fail, and then it like shuffles and you gotta pick one. So yeah, I mean, I seriously doubt it, you know, it will change anything, but it does look cool. I also recommend like turning on scan lines over your character so you can see who is yours and who is the enemies. I guess the only thing I have to say that graphically that I wish they did differently, and I don't know if it's in this game or not, but you can zoom in and zoom out the camera. It's isometric and it is acceptable. Everything is acceptable. I just wish you can turn the camera around so you can see more of the environment and zoom in and just be more cinematic. But other than that, it's all pretty good. I have high hopes for this game, and depending on how many people enjoyed the gameplay portion, the 1 hour one, which I'm like I said, I'm linking down below, I might end up playing more. But like I said, this is a first impressions. I might end up playing more on my own. This is a pretty cool game. So I guess the last question I wanted to answer is, should you play it? And absolutely yes. I don't know the price because I'm actually playing this before it's out, but I'm uploading on the day. But I would say if it's anywhere between $15 to $25, I would say that is a very good price for this game. Now, if it ends up being like $29 to $35, that's a little rough for it being early access. And so I do believe if it's around those, it's a good price for that. So hey guys, please check out Hand of Merlin. There is a link down below to the Twitch where I'm going to be streaming some games, as well as a link to the gameplay video. So thanks for being here, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think of this game, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.